Hello and welcome back to Ultimate Marble Racing Season 4. We're here with race 26 at GBA Bowser Castle 3. A returning track from last season. People enjoyed it, so of course, if people enjoy it, it will return. So the current standings going into this race as we are approaching the end of the season. Pesky Bird still holding that lead, but Stormy is gaining in second. We have Superboss in third, Boer in fourth, Moo in fifth, Fluids in sixth, Cheese in seventh, Sage in eighth, Demon in ninth, Alfonso in 10th. And then we have Iceman, Wheat, Azure, Shady, Luna, Eggbot, and Jimmy. So let's head over to the track. Here we are, and if you didn't predict it by the name, it is of course another Mario Kart themed track. We have two, I think we only have two in the series currently. We have DK Mountain and Bowser Castle 3. Hopefully I'm not forgetting about another one. Let's head over to the starting line and get everyone spawned in. Iceman will be starting up at the front after the unfortunate finishing early end to the race, last race, and of course Stormy at the back after the win. Reverse grid as always. And before we take a quick look around the track, for those who haven't seen it before, we'll start the prediction. So there we go, 2 minutes starting from now. Make those predictions on DNFs and we'll take a look around. So we start out with a quick left hand turn, then make your way up the hills, up the castle, climbing up to the highest point, cross a bridge, and then we go round into a sweeping turn. You can fall off, but there's a lot of recovery areas on this one to help you get back on, but they will be slower. It will be a slower route. If those who saw last season remember, there was an interesting spot someone did manage to get into on this track, which they couldn't recover from. So if you haven't seen that, definitely check that out. We do find some interesting ways for people to go off the track in the UMR racing series. People are always finding ways to really put the tracks to the test. But then we have these jumps over lava that you have to make your way over into a sweeping 180-degree turn and through a gate. Over a jump, we have two moving blocks to avoid. Don't get crushed by them. Then along this section where you'll be weaving left to right, and you want to try and avoid these holes for the quickest route across, otherwise you will be falling and having to recover around the long way. Then through this wiggly section, try and get a good line through there into the next corner. Big sweeping bend, and then you want to try and line up for this bridge. There is a moving block there you can faintly see that can trip you up slightly if it bumps into you. You'll try and get a good run down the middle, otherwise once again you'll be falling and you'll be having to go the slow route up to recover. And you'll also have to avoid these moving blocks as well, make sure they don't crush you. And then across the line. So we have 14 laps around this track. And the predictions are just finishing, so let's get the countdown started. And they're off into the first corner. Just like those on the inside will have the advantage there. So Jimmy is going to be leading up the hill, although there's been a switch around. And heading up, it looks like Demon is actually going to be leading. Big collision into that wall. Going into the sweeping bend. The big curvy bend, I have no idea what to call it. And Shady is the only one to fall, and as you can see, we'll be taking this slow way round to recover. There's an interesting route from this one. It does take a while, and Boer's taking a fall as well. Looks like Shady took a fall, is going to be joined by Shady there. So Stormy and Shady be set back quite a bit. Demon across the bridge, Flues and Cheese falling off. A lot of people falling off that bridge, as we expect. Curvy bend or the bendy curve, exactly. And Azur's absolutely blasting away right now with a big lead. Sage and Eggbot going along the sides. That is actually a good way. As you can see, it was a bit slower for Moo, making it part of the way across and then falling. Demon with a great run, using the moving block as well. So Demon's going to go up into first. Azur second, Sage third, Eggbot fourth. So sometimes it's better if you're not going to make it across the middle to just try and throw yourself as far as possible. You see, Word did it well there to get that recovery point a lot further down than falling slowly off the bridge. We're getting stuck under the blocks. Word and Flues getting slowed down there. We'll be joined by Stormy. So we've got a few different groups spread out across the track now, going on to lap 2. We have Demon, Azur, Sage and Eggbot up at the front. Moo not far behind. We've got Jimmy, Weep and Iceman. Then further back we have Pesky Bird, Luna, Superboss, Alfonso's taking a fall. Then Blur, Stormy and Fludes. Cheese and Shady a bit further back. Let's head up to the front and see all this chaos going on. Iceman with a good run around there on the fall off. Does get in front of Pesky Bird. Bit of a tactical maneuver. Superboss, Luna, Bwert and Fludes. Going up to the bridge. Azur is going to be leading. Eggbot in second. Sage in third, Demon in fourth. You like the aesthetics of the track, but the invisible tracks are a bit silly. There are a lot of holes to fall through. I will say that Boy with a great line through there across the bridge is going to move up to 6th and take the fastest lap. Will be just behind Weep with Pesky Bird. And further up at the top, Azur is trying to break away in the lead once again. Followed by Eggbot, Sage and Demon. Fastest lap, let's go. That extra point could come in handy. A lot of speed by Jimmy there. It's a good line, but not a good exit. Bowser wouldn't tolerate so many people getting back on after falling off. That is true. I think Bowser would be a lot more punishing to those. He used some mushrooms. Oh, it's just missing out on a good run across that bridge. Pesky will be just behind. Moo had a good run. He's going to be just in front of Sage. Weep not far behind. See, Azur currently stuck under one of the blocks. Joined by Demon. They're both side by side. Demon's going to go up into first. The mushrooms are useless on this track in the original. And in the remake on the Wii. Maybe was just that good. Just that good on this track. Got the lines down. But does have Eggbot close behind. And Cheese did get the fastest lap. Where exactly is Cheese? Cheese is currently over here. Must be a lap behind, but setting a fastest lap nonetheless. Up at the front, Eggbot is now leading. Azur in second. Still fighting with Demon. Demon with a bit more speed on the exit, and Boer is just behind. Lining up the bridge once again. And almost making it all the way. Is going to get held up slightly. We'll be side by side with Demon. And is going to move up to second. Eggbot taking the fastest lap now. So Eggbot leading with the fastest lap. We're in second, Azur in third, Demon in fourth. And Azur and Demon are still just going to keep fighting, even though it's costing them a bit of time up at the front. And Shady now taking the fastest lap. The fastest lap is being traded around quite a bit here. Everyone is after it. Over the jumps. We'll see what's going on further back. Bit of a gap back to Moo. See Demon moving up into third there. Pesky Bird. I thought Pesky had fallen off, but no, they're just going up the hill in the distance. Sage closely followed by Shady. Then we've got Jimmy, Super Boss, Weep, and Luna. And Pesky Bird does take the fall. I was just seeing the future. And this could be a chance for Stormy to gain a position. And Stormy does make it round. And then Alfonso and Fludes not far behind. Followed by Iceman. And we've got Weep. Also a lap down. So up at the front, Demon and Azur get a good run. But Eggbot is just going to block them off. So it's quite the battle going on up at the front now. Azur going onto the wall for a second there. Demon managing to get past Eggbot, but only just. And Boer is just lurking behind, waiting for an opportunity to get past. A slow exit on that corner is not going to help. Does prevent a fall though, keeping it slow and steady through that section. Meanwhile, Demon, Eggbot, and Azur are really fighting it out up at the front. Azur gets hit by one of the blocks, but will also block Boer from getting past. Going onto the bridge, Boer's now playing the blocking game back, but taking a fall, both of them falling. Who's going to get a better line? Looks like Azur's going to be just in front, following that fall, and Demon is breaking away, extending that lead now. Eggbot still in range. Now Weep coming across the bridge will also take a fall. It's very hard to get across this bridge without falling. The same could be said for both of the bridges through this section. And Moo showing how it's done straight down the middle, will get past Stormy and is right behind Weep. What's going on with Jimmy? Jimmy rolling backwards, losing quite a bit of time. See Cheese taking a fall, Pesky Bird as well. Iceman in the distance. And Eggbot is leading. Boer in second. Demon in third and Azur in fourth. Now at risk from Sage. So Sage starting to really pull out some speed, some good driving, some good racing. As okay, have to go and show me up. I was going to say some good racing in the final parts of the season, but they then went and threw themselves off the edge of the corner, so they're going for quite the slow reset from that fall. So Sage dropping a few positions from that incident. As we head around back up to the front, Eggbot is breaking away up at the front. Quite the big lead right now. Boer has Iceman in the way. Iceman also been lapped by Eggbot now. And Boer's going to have to try and find a way past. And Azur and Demon still fairly close together. Superboss just within reach behind them as well. Sage recovering quite well after the fall. Losing quite a bit of time, but managed to make a good bit of it up. Isn't too far behind Superboss. And Iceman taking a big fall once again. So not a great day for Iceman. Seeing quite a few falls on this bridge. Luna about to be lapped by Eggbot as well. Azur and Demon have just been battling out for the entire race here, and Demon's actually going to come out worse this time. Azur's going to make some space. And it's a good run across the bridge as well. Might pass Boer, they do. Azur moves up into second. Boer now in third. Sage coming past Demon as well, so it's been really costly for Demon. Superboss passed as well. Demon's going to get stuck on the block too. And that puts Demon down to 6th. Bit of a gap to Jimmy, who is in 7th. Heading back around to the front, we see Pesky Bird being lapped. Eggbot is just flying past everyone right now. So much speed. Eggbot just mastering this track. But Pesky Bird is going to get back in front, undo the lap from Eggbot. And Eggbot is going to have some traffic here with Fludes, Pesky Bird, and Luna. So this could be an opportunity for Boer to gain, or even Superboss or Alfonso, who are very close together here. Superboss in third. It looks like Boer and Superboss are both going to get a good line down the bridge. They do, and that's enough to get past Eggbot as well. So Boer moving up into first place, Superboss into second. Boer also lapping Pesky Bird, leaving Superboss to have to find a way past. And Eggbot, after such a strong lead, is now in third, following the fall on the bridge. And we are on lap 10 of the race. We're asking for teammate Pesky Bird to hold them back, but Pesky Bird takes a fall, meaning Eggbot and Superboss are through and can chase Boer down. But Eggbot too quick has overshot the corner. It's going to be costly. It's all falling apart for Eggbot late into this race. And we might see Azur and Sage gaining a position each here. There's Eggbot with the respawn, and it is going to be quite the battle across this bridge. And Sage really getting forced up against the wall by Eggbot. Doesn't quite make it all the way across. And Superboss with a big leap, and that's what I was talking about earlier, getting a good leap across the bridge will put Superboss in front of Boer, with them both falling, but getting stuck on the block means Boer's going to get that position back. Almost a great move by Superboss, but just didn't quite work out. Sage with a bit of a rough hit there. Eggbot going down the middle, but not making it all the way. Getting stuck on the block. Eggbot's going to have the better line on the release. Eggbot is going to be in front of Azur and Sage. Going across the line onto lap 11. So back up to the front, I see the Hydrate as well. Keep hydrated. Keep the voice going. It's a real battle here between Boer and Superboss for this #1 position. This first place. But two back runners, Alfonso and Pesky Bird, that could be coming to cause some trouble. Superboss gets a great exit line. It's a good line across the bridge as well. The Boer also has a good line. Bit of a slowdown though towards the end. So with no fall from either of them, no one else is going to be able to gain there. Azur's got a central line as well. Sage is going to fall. Azur's going to fall at the end. And Eggbot with a good line, bit of a slowdown from the block, but makes it through, is going to get past Azert and Sage, get that third place back. Azert in fourth, Sage in fifth, Demon currently in sixth. Looks like Boer's having some trouble with Luna there. Some contacts slowing Boer down. Alfonso and Luna are going to lunge in front. And there's the Fallen Superboss is absolutely flying away right now. Heading towards lap 13. And the lead is just getting bigger and bigger for Superboss. And it's going to be another great run along the bridge. Superboss has figured it out. And Moo taking a bit of an interesting fall there. Weep getting flung backwards. It's all falling apart. It's all chaos. Shady's still on the fastest lap in 8th. But Superboss showing how it's done. And as with quite a few of these tracks, consistency is absolutely key here. So you can see the gap now from Superboss back to Boer. And then Eggbot has Alfonso, Flute and Moo to try and get past, to try and chase down Boer. And not a lot of time left to do it. Demon going across in fourth. Azure and Sage have fallen. A gap of 14 seconds, massive. It is a huge gap. But Azure and Sage very close together, still battling out. Currently fighting for 5th. And we can see Superboss already heading back around to the finish line to go onto the final lap. So let's see what the gap is this time around. So we go and see where Boer is. Here is Boer. And Stormy going up into 7th, Shady down to 10th. Eggbot is now not far behind Boer. So Boer is at risk. It looks like Eggbot's going to have a good line here as well. It is. It's a very good line. And we'll move up into 2nd. And the gap is a massive 19 seconds from Superboss to Eggbot. And Boer now in 3rd. Fluid sabotaged. And Fluids is now in between Boer and Eggbot. And Superboss is heading around the final corner. Almost lapping Sage as well, and Sage in 6th. Superboss has been absolutely dominant in the later parts of this race. And the final bridge does take a full. Stormy's going to come flying through though. Will get past Sage. That could be big for Stormy and the points. Stormy will be wanting to finish a few spots ahead of Pesky Bird on this race. Could we see Pesky Bird being dethroned? But there we go, Superboss taking the win. After a very strong performance, we'll head back and see what's going on. Looks like Boer and Eggbot have been battling it out. I went too far here. Because they've reduced the gap down to 9 seconds, almost 10 seconds. Eggbot will take 2nd. Boer is going to finish 3rd. The top 3 is not bad at all. And could it be enough to get into the top 3 overall? We see Demon heading across the bridge to take 4th. Azure took a fall. We'll be coming across in 5th. Stormy looking like it's going to be a 6th place finish. Getting stopped by the block for a second here. Jimmy takes a fall and Sage. So Stormy finishing 6th. Now, could this be enough to knock Pesky Bird off the top spot? Jimmy 7th. Sage is going to come across in 8th. And it is close to the line here. Luna and Pesky Bird. And Pesky Bird actually sniped that on the photo finish. Taking 9th. Luna 10th. Flute 11th. Moo 12th. Iceman 13th. Shady 14th. Still the fastest lap. Alfonso 15th though. They are still running as quite a few of these are a lap down. So that some of these positions can still change. I'm actually not sure who is still a lap down. Who is still racing with who? We got some trouble here for Weep. It looks like Weep is stationary. And Weep hasn't finished, although being set free by Shady. Shady coming through and letting Weep carry on round. Weep another lap behind. We see Iceman getting in front of Shady. So I think that was the final lap there for Iceman, Shady and Alfonso. There's a bit of a switch around, so Shady's going to have the fastest lap in 14th. And yes, I think it might be Weep still the last one running. I think Cheese might be finishing here. Yep, there's Cheese across the line. The finish, and Weep probably has one more lap to do. So while we wait for the DNF timer or for Weep to finish, whichever comes first, we'll speed things up a bit. And we'll watch Superboss on the winning cam. So, claps in the chat, congratulations to Superboss on the win. A very, very dominant second half to the race. Just flying away with it, not letting anyone close. Although at the end, the gap was closed down a bit, but not enough. No sweat for Superboss, taking the win. And also Shady will secure that fastest lap as well. So that is yet another fastest lap for the green slushies. And I wonder if we're going to hear from Bwer the team standings as well following this. And see how that's looking. As we are getting close to the end of the season. Yes, good to hear. Good to hear. So when we're back with the standings, I'll also have a read of the team standings, or at least who's currently top 3 and who's not doing so well. But there we go, we had 0 DNFs, so let's go and complete the prediction. And you know what? No one predicted it. No one predicted it. No one called for the predictions 0 to 2. So, no winners on the predictions on this race either. So now I'm going to go and put the results over on the leaderboard, and I'll be back in just a minute with the updated standings. Alright, the results have been entered. I see saying Weep stuck again. I just noticed that as I came back. Although it does look like Weep's moving again. Has recovered. But yes, the results have been entered, so let's head over to the standings. Weep, yeah, I'm back to being at the back of the line. Not overall though. Not overall. So Superboss with a great win there. Really closing the gap up at the top. Pesky Bird did manage to keep hold of that number 1 spot, but it is getting closer and closer. So 537 points for Pesky Bird. Stormy is in second with 521. Superboss in third with 517. Bwer in fourth with 491. Moo in fifth with 457. Blues in 6th with 456. The two of them staying very close together for the past few races. They were tied on the previous stream at the start of it and the end of it, and they've finished this one 1 point difference. Cheese in 7th with 439. Demon in 8th with 438. Also very close between them two. Sage in 9th with 435. Azur in 10th with 416. Then we have Alfonso, Iceman, Weep, Shady, Luna, Eggbot, and Jimmy. And I'm sure we'll hear shortly from Boer with the updated team standings for those interested in how it's looking for the teams. Another very successful stream for Iceman. Yeah, after the potential turnaround, it was looking like it was actually going to turn around, and then not so good this stream. These two races have not been kind. But where's the optimism gone? You still calling it? You still saying the comeback's on? We're approaching the end. Currently in 12th. Top 3 remain the same in the teams. Yeah, comeback's still coming. So there we go. That's what we like to hear. 6 races left. 6 races left. So you really want to be pulling out the big points going into these final races. That's a matter of time. And we're saying Ultraviolets are first, Vexed second, and Tutti Frutti's third. Surprised the Doge Bulls haven't crept up with their recent performance. Though I guess the top 3 are doing incredibly well. Stormy being the Vexed member, currently the only Vexed member. And Sufos being I want to say the only Tutti Frutti member. But Peskybird and Boer going strong as the Ultraviolets together. Maybe that team change by Boer was a smart move. No changes at all in the standings, and she's saying it's all rigged. You can say rigged, but Taylor, there's no way I can rig these. I mean, there's probably ways, but they'd be very, very obvious. I can't rig the races. But there we go. And that's the fun. There's no cheating going on. You know, you can't accuse anyone of cheating. Well, you can. You can accuse people of cheating, but people won't be cheating. But it doesn't stop you accusing them. Sure, you can find a way to rig a marble race. Oh, I'm sure there's ways, but doing it without people noticing might be the challenge. That'd be the hard part. And this is where I can't trust any of Cheese's future submissions, because he'll somehow find a way to rig the race in benefit of their own marble. I see the hydrate as well. Thank you very much. Quarantine cheat. Yeah, gonna have to really analyze the future submissions. The stream end hydrate. Yep. Keep hydrated. Keep refreshed. But there we go. 2 pretty exciting races. 6 more to go. We have 2 on tomorrow. I'm trying to think what day it was then. 2 tomorrow. 2 on Monday. Then we have Marble GP Malaysia on Thursday. And Red Rings, the finale, next Friday. So that to look forward to. Lots of hype and build up for that. It's always a great race to end on. And 3 people are going to be winning some prize pool money very soon. And then it'll be preparations for the next season. Still have a chance at it, very exciting. I see Cheese of Marble name equals cheese marble speed equals times 10. More speed doesn't necessarily mean you win. You still got to race well. More speed just means bigger crashes. But there we go. That is the end of the stream. Of course, thank you all for being here and watching, as always. Thank you for the stream. Hope to see you tomorrow. Yes. Hopefully. Yes, I will be doing tomorrow's stream. Hopefully nothing crops up and messes that up. As with the last one, obviously I didn't do Monday's stream. Something came up. But hopefully we're good to the end now. Thank you again, Mr. Egg. Well, thank you for being here, Mr. Bois. But that is going to do it for this stream. So have a good day, good night, good evening, good whatever it is where you are. And thank you all so much for watching. That didn't sound right. Yes, it was. My brain went totally blank on doing my outro there. I have no idea why. I think it's just been one of those days. But anyway, yeah. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one.